Hello, everyone. This is a story ripped from the headlines, but the characters feel like they're straight out of a movie. A glamorous, fast paced life on one side, a dark and dangerous one on the other. For over a year, Kyresha Anderson lived a double life, robbing banks by day and dancing in clubs by night. But as the net closed in, the line between our two worlds began to blur. Let's get right into it. In April 2021, a string of bank robberies hit the Baltimore area, spanning three counties: Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and Anne Arundel County. The pattern was simple yet effective. Two suspects would enter a bank and pass a note to the teller. One of the suspects was quickly identified as 26-year-old Kyresha Anderson, an exotic dancer with connections stretching far beyond Baltimore. Her accomplice was also identified, but it was Anderson who became the focus of a massive manhunt. That was just the beginning. On April 19th, 2021, Anderson was arrested for robbing an M&T bank in Anne Arundel County. Police had their woman. The only problem? A judge released her on her own recognizance, and 3 months later, she vanished. This is where her unique profession came into play. Her work as an exotic dancer took her between Baltimore, Miami, and New York, allowing her to stay ahead of the law. The U.S. Marshal Service launched a full-scale manhunt, but Anderson was a chameleon. Investigators reported that she frequently changed her hair color and style to evade capture. The search went cold for almost a year. The U.S. Marshals grew desperate, turning to the media for help. They put Anderson's face on Maryland's Most Wanted, hoping a viewer would provide the break they needed.
Investigators say a car crash uncovered a chain of bank robberies. And at the center of those cases, Kyresha Anderson, the 26-year-old, is wanted by multiple agencies. And investigators believe her line of work is helping her elude capture.
It's not our everyday situations or cases that we're used to.
Exotic dancer by night, bank robber by day. April 19th, 2021, Anne Arundel County. It's just before 2:30 in the afternoon. Investigators say two people walk into M&T Bank here in Brooklyn. One of them, investigators say, 26-year-old Kyresha Anderson.
Two individuals will walk into the bank, pass a note, letting the individuals know that it was a bank robbery.
The note? Give me everything. No alarms, no die packs, no tracking, everything, or I shoot.
Letting them know that they had a gun and that they would shoot at any given notice, and telling the individuals in each bank, don't be a hero, give us everything that you have.
The teller complies. Investigators say Anderson and her accomplice flee the bank, but soon after crash their getaway car. The two are arrested.
Miss Anderson was taken into custody.
But a judge decides to release Anderson on a promise she'll show up for court. 3 months later, Anderson fails to appear. A warrant is issued for her arrest. Meanwhile, investigators in Baltimore City and Baltimore County are able to connect Anderson to other bank robberies.
She was identified as the suspect in 3 other cases.
April 12th, this TD Bank in Southeast Baltimore's Canton neighborhood. April 13th, First National Bank in Dundalk. Then April 15th, this Capital One Bank in Northwest Baltimore. Each time, the same MO, flashing a note to the teller demanding cash or else. Anderson has been on the run ever since. Where do you all believe she is?
Miss Anderson does have a job as an exotic dancer. Here in Baltimore, it's known to be on the blocks, as well as some underground parties and underground locations.
Gauze adding Anderson's work often takes her out of state, from New York to down south in Miami. Investigators stressing if Anderson strikes again, this time it could be worse.
Let's say that the teller doesn't move fast enough. Let's say that they become angered or someone does try to intervene and become a hero. There's no telling of who may be harmed, who's going to be the next victim, or what's going to happen. This show has been the key to actually apprehending and bringing a lot of people to justice.
Take a good look. Anderson is known to change her hair color as well as her hairstyle. Her accomplice, we're told, is in custody and due in court next month. If you have any information into Anderson's whereabouts, you can report it anonymously. That number, 1-877-WANTED-2, or you can contact Gauze directly. That number, 202-427-0183. As it stands, there's a $2,500 reward for information into Anderson's whereabouts. I'm Alexa Ashwell, and this is Maryland's Most Wanted.
At this point, Anderson was linked to a total of 5 robberies including the one she was originally arrested for. The notes she passed were consistent, the methods the same. The reward for her capture grew to $2,500, a clear sign of the growing pressure on law enforcement. After nearly a year on the run, a call finally came in. A tipster who recognized Anderson from the broadcast told the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force she was staying at a hotel in the Philadelphia area. Her freedom was over. The game of cat and mouse had ended. In April 2022, Kyresha Anderson, the exotic dancer who eluded capture for so long, was back in custody. Anderson is currently awaiting extradition to Maryland to face her multiple bank robbery charges.
2 more fugitives are now in custody thanks to your tips. Kyresha Anderson, the exotic dancer accused of committing multiple bank robberies across greater Baltimore, is now in custody. The U.S. Marshals Service arresting her in a hotel outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, after a tipster recognized Anderson on this broadcast and contacted federal authorities.
She tried to resist and barricade herself into a room, but ultimately we were able to apprehend her without an incident and safely.
In a hotel.
In a hotel. She was going up and down that pipeline between Baltimore and Philly and other areas on the East Coast, working in that career path.
The story of the exotic dancer bank robber serves as a stark reminder of the long arm of the law and the power of a single tip that can bring a fugitive's year on the run to an abrupt end. What do you think about this case? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and as usual, if you're a fan of urban legends, folklore, unsolved mysteries, cold cases, and all things mysterious, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.